Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to work from a quote, and here's the quote for the week. Learn from every mistake because every experience, particularly your mistakes, are there to teach you and force you into being more of who you are, by Oprah Winfrey. Well, no one really likes to share their mistakes, but I'm going to do so as a learning opportunity. Today I'm going to share 5 mistakes that I made in business, specifically regarding hiring and training. Mistake number 1, hire personality, train skill. I did the opposite. I did it backwards one time, and man, did it bite me in the butt. I hired skill instead of personality for a front desk position. This person was a friend of mine. I thought she kind of had a great personality. It was a little snarky, but I didn't think that would translate into her customers. It did. She was super organized, and she did have a little bit of a bite. Well, she was a friend. I knew she was available, and I really needed someone to man the front desk because our season had picked up a little faster than I had anticipated. Well, that didn't turn out to be the best thing. I hired skill over personality for someone who needed to interact with customers. That's a mistake I did not ever want to repeat. It hurt. So number 1, specifically for someone who's interacting with customers, hire personality, train skill. Do not do the opposite. Mistake number 2, brushing off employee feedback. Particularly, this was relating to Mrs. Personality that I hired. Well, my seasoned staff dropped hints, and because I was in need of a person in the front desk, I really needed to get away and we really could use the extra hands. Well, I kind of brushed aside their hints that they dropped, and I really shouldn't have, because they were right. They were seeing a side of this person that I, as a boss and a friend, wasn't seeing. Our customers were seeing, but I wasn't seeing it. So learn from my mistake number 2 and don't brush off that employee feedback. Mistake number 3, reactive hiring. I read a great book. As a matter of fact, I have it here. Here it is. It's a bit of a dry read, but I'll link to it below. Basically, what he says is that you want to hire A players. A players, that's a person like you. So look in the mirror, that's an A player. A players are trustworthy, they're dependable, they probably already have a job. Well, those are the people that we want to hire, right? Of course. So I went from reactive hiring. I would wait until I received notice from someone, and then I would search for a person. I changed my mindset into proactive hiring. So I started to look at hiring as a continual thing that I had to do in my business all the time. I started to anticipate growth, and then look, I was always on the hunt for someone who had great personality because I could train the skill. Mistake number 4, stop the micromanagement, Samantha. My gosh, I am a perfectionist, like a lot of entrepreneurs. Well, as my business started to grow and I moved from doing everything to really needed to compartmentalize and hand some of those tasks off, we created onboarding processes and trainings and policies and procedures, all that good stuff. As those things began to work for my business and our employees began to really embrace them and own them and really get up to speed, I needed to stop micromanaging. I could have done it a lot sooner because, quite frankly, these people were amazing. They were fantastic. When I trained and equipped my staff, taught them some basic things about fixing their mistakes and just customer service, they took off and they were wonderful. So, mistake number 4, stop micromanaging as soon as possible. Mistake number 5, not investing sooner in a CRM or customer relationship management program, whatever that might look like. As my business grew from 0 guests to a lot of guests, I could no longer do all of the things. I could no longer be the person in front of people all the time. I would ask people questions and I would have all of this fantastic information in my head. Things about their personality, their likes, their dislikes, when they stayed, when their anniversaries were, when their birthdays were, all those kinds of things. Well, as we grew, my staff needed the information that was in my head in theirs or accessible somewhere. And a good CRM program helps to do that. because that's what grew our business. That personalized service. Imagine how amazing it was. And this happened when a customer would come and they would be spending their anniversary, and in their room, there would be a personalized card or quote with a happy anniversary message for them. Our customers loved it, and our staff loved finding out those things and then giving these special surprises to people. They really had purpose and meaning in their jobs, which created passion, which created repeat customers, which allowed me to leave. It was a win-win-win-win. So invest in some kind of a CRM program as soon as possible. We used Odysseus. If you have a boutique hotel or an inn, definitely check them out. I'll link to them below. Learning from mistakes is great, but you also want to learn from wins. So I've created a tool to help teach things that we found were most productive and most effective in that training and hiring, and just in basically like empowering the employee to give a great customer experience. I'll link to it below, and it's called First Impressions. 3 practices that make your customers stoked to return. No joke, it works. It really, really works. It sounds simple. Well, it is simple, but it is not easy. We did this with our customers, with our fellow staff, with vendors. The results were fantastic. We were able to grow our business by using these great customer experiences, serving our customers well, and they brought people back. So if you'd like that free resource, I'll link to it below, and you can pop on over and nab one for yourself. Have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss any great training tools that can help your business grow and thrive.